Hello students. Today we will going to discuss about the chapter computer networking part 1. Here we will going to discuss about different importance, need and why this computer networking is required. So let us start now. And the first question comes in our mind, what is computer networking? So if you see the picture over here, you will see that there is a vast amount of network where computers are there, laptops are there, printers are there, which are communicating with each other. And this way, in our today's environment, we are able to communicate with each other. If I talk about the definition, what is computer networking, you will find a collection of computing devices that are connected in various ways in order to communicate and share resources is called as computer networking. Now if you see a basic hardware required, we all know that there are routers, switches are there, desktops are there, laptops are there, mobile phones are also there. Means the cables which are used to connect the hardware which are required, they all are categorized into hardwares, and there are many more also which we will discuss further. So next, what we will talk about today, the purpose of networking. Another question comes in our mind as we talk about the networking part. We find, okay, but why it was required in our day-to-day life? Some might have started because of that only. There might be some question in some of the people in the starting of the computer networking, what will be the future? And today we see we all are habitual of using networks, that we talk about internet. So if you see the pictures over here, the computer networks help us in the network to share the resources and in communication. We are using WhatsApp today, we are using YouTube, we are using Google, we are using Facebook. So what we are doing over there, we are sharing our informations, our knowledge to the worldwide and gaining the information from the worldwide so that our knowledge can be increased. It helps us to find what we want in just a click. So today we talk about the internet, which is a part of networking only. It has helped us a lot to reach the world in within seconds. So if I talk about the networking, so networking of the computer helps the network's user to share data files. You might have sharing, suppose I want to share some pictures on Facebook, I can share the Facebook pictures also. I want to talk to my of the friend, my relatives who are abroad, who are far away from us. We can have a WhatsApp chat, we can have a Zoom chat, we can have a Google chat. So there are lots of gadgets, there are lots of applications which are running today, which has made today's world very easy. We can reach to anyone within seconds. So this is the advantage of networking. If networking was not there, we were not able to do the things what we are doing today in WhatsApp and other applications. If I start talking about the applications for mobile phones, they are infinite. I cannot count them on my fingers. So you all know today how the world has been changed because of the internet, or we can say by the help of the computer networking. So you are very much aware that what can be the purpose of computer networking. We can even share the scanners also, we can share the CD-ROMs also, and hard drives. Even we can connect to any of the hardware, any of the hardware gadgets throughout the world if we are having internet connection. Now a question comes in our mind, okay, these are the devices, these are the purposes of what we're talking about, but the question comes how they are connected with each other. There might be some concept behind this. So let us move to the next page where we'll discuss about how they are connected. If we talk about connection, they are being categorized into network topologies. Now what are topologies? the different methods of connecting the different methods of connecting the computers within each other to share the information. Today what we are sharing, we are either uploading the data or downloading the data. So what we are doing, we are using different categories of topologies in our day-to-day life when we are using internet. So let us discuss about the first part, that is star topology. Now what is that? It is a systematic description of the arrangement of a network. Means there is a hub in the center and all the workstations means the people who are using the concept of hub, means those who are connected directly to the server. So if one of the workstation is faulty, then there will be no effect on the other workstations. This is the very good advantage of star topologies. That's why today's network is using star topology. Now if we talk about the second concept, that is bus topology. Now what is bus topology? Now, if you talk about the bus topology, it is a very systematic way of flow of data. Means if you see, it is looking like a bus. In the bus, if you see, there are seats at the left hand side and the right hand side, and in between there is a path. If you see the picture of bus topology, you will find it is looking like a bus only. So that's why the name of this type of network was given as the bus topology. Now next thing what we talk about are the ring topology. Now what is ring topology? If you see the picture, all the systems are connected to each other. If a single break in the network is done, then the whole network is affected. So today ring topology is not utilized in a broad network. It can be utilized, it can be used in a small network, but for a complicated network, for a bigger network, star topology is being used. Now let us move to the next page. We will discuss some more topologies. Now here we talk about the tree topology. Now what is tree topology? If you see tree topology, you will find that the different small networks are connected with each other. You have seen in a tree there are branches, and in branches there are leaves. So it is looking like a tree only. So that's why this topology has been named as a tree topology. If we talk about the hybrid topology, in the hybrid topology, it is a combination of all the networks. Even the star topology is there. If you see the star topology, if you see the bus topology, and if you see the ring topology. So what happens in hybrid topology, all the different types of net topologies are merged into one and sharing the resource. Today if we talk about a bigger network like worldwide network, we will talk that they are working on the basis of or on the concept of hybrid topologies. So what happens today, if we talk about the internet, then the complete world is based on hybrid topology. Small networks can be in any category. They can be in star topology, they can be in ring topology, they can be of bus topology. But if they have to communicate throughout the world, they will have to be a part of hybrid topology. So you have understood what are the different categories, what are the different types of topologies. Now we will move to the next, that is network hardwares. Another question comes, okay, these are the concept. Now what are the different hardwares which are required to connect the devices to each other? Because we need some mediator to transfer data from one device to another. So if we talk about the first network, that is NIC, network interface card. It is known as network interface card. Now what is the use of network interface card? If you see your laptop, if you see your desktop, so you will find a port like this, which you are seeing in the picture. That is, the NIC provides the physical connection between the network and the computer workstation. That is, means your system and the internet, from where your internet is coming, they are interlinking with each other. For that, you need a network interface card, that is NIC. Now, if I talk about the second hardware device which is used for networking, it is hub. Now, what is hub? It is just like a switch, but the concept of working of a hub is little poor than a switch. So if I talk about what is hub, now hub is an unintelligent network device that sends one signal to all the stations connected to it. What happens? Means if one person sends a signal to, suppose there are 10 workstations in a network, and the first workstation sends some data to third one. So here the hub will send the data to all the 9. Okay, so what happens here? The flow of data is more. That is, the data to whom it was sent will be sent, and to whom it was not sent, the data will be sent to it also. So today's, in broader network, in bigger network, hub is not used. In a small communicating device, it is used as a communicating channel among a network. There you can see, if you see in schools where the smart boards are there, if you have seen the small gadgets are there, they are hubs. You can utilize them as a hub also, because they are only working as a mediator to transfer the data from one system to another system. So next is the switch. If you talk about a switch, now what is switch? It is much more intelligent than a router. So the switch helps to prevent data collision. Data collision, why? Just now what I said, ki the switch will send the data directly to the system to whom it was sent. It will not going to send to all the devices in the network. That is, it understand which device wants to talk each other and gives them switched connection. Means a smooth connection is formed among the two devices which wants to communicate. If you see the pictures also, if you have seen in your computer labs also, these are the different types of switches which are used to make a smaller or a bigger network. Now we talk about the routers. Now what are routers? Routers allows you to share a single IP address among multiple network clients. Now what are network clients? You have seen at home also, many of you might be using routers at home, which is utilized to share the internet among different devices. So brothers, sisters, mother, parents, father, all are using internet. Suppose you have a internet connection at home which is utilized to share the information. So in that category, the routers are being used. This was today's session. So what you all have enjoyed? You have enjoyed today's session, part 1 of computer networking. In part 2, we will have types of network, protocols, history of internet. So all enjoyed the part